It's a walk in liberty, made you free, you free, you free. I believe that there is a reason for Thank you for listening to Crazy Conversations with Miss Kim right here on IntellectualRadio.com. Welcome back. We are back. We are excited to be back. We had our little winter break. We had our little time to do family things, embrace our new year that was coming in. We had a pretty decent winter break, I must say. But I did miss my crazy conversations with Miss Kim. I missed everything about crazy conversations. And the one thing that I wanted to do tonight was just reflect on some of the crazy conversations that Miss Kim had to have during my winter break. You know, I had a lot of crazy conversations that came up, during my little time off. And the best thing that I could say about my winter break is that I did not travel. I did not travel. And we stayed home. And I must say that staying home and uh, freestyling was amazing this year because I get anxiety when it's time to start heading to the airport and when it's time to pack. I get anxiety. So just the way we enjoyed our winter break with our two broke best friends, it was something, but it was nice. Tell me about your winter break. How was yours?
It was very restful. I liked it. It was the first year I rest. I took some time off. Finally took some time off. It just rest. I ain't want to be bothered. I love Christmas, so I love the holidays. So majority just I like to rest and just spend time with family.
And during that time, did you do everything that you wanted to do for your
Spring break,
time off?
my time, of course. Went to the movies. Majority rest
A
because
lot.
yeah, movies that I say I like the movies. See, I don't get to go to the movies during the year. Pretty much, I go to the movies like twice or three times a year. That's real bad because I love the movies.
Hmm.
So I did was enjoy the
You
movies
did that in
twice.
1 week,
That's
three
okay.
times.
I love the movies.
Oh my
I
goodness.
like that intimate time.
It
Just
was
relax.
it was nice, and you bought the popcorn, so
I buys everything.
I I don't even know how much the movies cost, but again, I'm glad that you enjoyed your time because during the time that we were interacting and fellowshipping during the holiday season, we was getting drug into some crazy conversations. It was too bad a lot of them couldn't be live, but somebody made sure they told us to have a conversation about you remember the people that said black men leave home when they can't have a voice and when they don't have a voice. Do you remember that conversation?
I do.
And what I mean, I was kind of lost because
That was a
first
weird.
I was lost because it said black men, black men.
So I don't like
I just
stereotype.
like man.
I just
Just
like
say
men's period.
just say men.
Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they got with the men's period. Don't have no voice in their home.
Say again.
Men's don't have any voices in their homes anymore. That was the question. That was the
Right.
statement
That
that
was the
but
conversation
they
that
say
we
black
had.
men. I'm gonna say men's don't have any voices no
So
more in their homes.
what was your response when
I
it
was
was brought?
surprised that when I got a couple of calls, especially black men, but it's men period. where they say they don't have no voice at home. I didn't understand no voice at home. What you mean? Because of, I guess, the dominant power of a women. What's going on now in this whole new world? So, but that's what we have to understand as women. We have to, if we put our brothers down or our men's down, what you think about what the streets doing? So they not having voices at home is not a good thing.
Well,
Yeah,
with you saying they don't have a voice, and then you said dominant
women's
women,
no, no
that
different actors. Oh,
so w- do you
did I agree with the?
stop your success or do you stop your dreams? Do you stop your lifestyle because a
No,
man want a voice?
no, it's no, no. It's not about being fair. I don't think no one wants you to stop what they wife or their girlfriend to stop their career, or stop their success. The caller that, but the call that I took,
Mm-hmm.
he was Georgia just was displayed to the point like he don't get no choice to make it with the kids, with anything, and why it's that because of his wife have a job, so why he don't get put in input. Me, you had this topic about this a couple, months ago.
Yeah, and so I was wondering if that's why it was brought back up.
No,
Cause
it wasn't me.
oh, okay, go ahead.
No, it wasn't me. But I'm happy that it was just because of, just to hear men talk about a period of all different ethnic. I just stick with one ethnic. So with I took all the emails, I
Mm-hmm.
took all the calls, and it was like they feel as though they get overlooked because of they have women's in the working field and they making this excess of money. So they feel as though they don't have to input the other spouse at home.
Well, did you have anything that you learned yourself that you'll take with you lifelong? Did you learn anything different this holiday season, this winter break, going into the new year?
What you mean
Like,
nervous? Like family ties wise or just
I mean, well,
I know her
anything.
patient.
You learned patience.
I know her patient. I'm one of them real mothers. I don't fake it. I don't phony kick it. I
Hmm.
don't take off time with my kids for Christmas break. This is the first time
Yes.
I actually took off. I be real about things. I don't take off with my kids. I try to go the
Why?
opposite week.
Can you tell everybody why?
See, I'm not one of those type of parents. I go the opposite week of my kids for Christmas break.
Can you tell them what the CEO of badmoms.com does? Let them know exactly why you take your time off
Because
when the kids are
I
safely
want
in
to
school.
I want to enjoy my vacation, my Christmas vacation. Why you're not gonna enjoy your Christmas vacation with your kids? No, you're not, because it's this, and that. I want to be left alone, especially even with your spouse is off. I don't want to be off with all y'all off.
First of all,
No, I don't want to be
okay,
off.
see, this about to go left. And because again, every time you do your vacation, you call it, babe, what days are you having? So I can have the same day off. This year, you took the whole time. Every day I was off, you were off.
The first
That has not happened in 9 years.
have not.
And
It
again,
won't happen again. But it was decided the first time.
you know what? It was like I couldn't believe that we had, the same exact time
2 weeks.
off because again, I love going to the movies, but I just want to see something rated R. I didn't see anything rated R this holiday, and I've been to the movies at least 4 times or more. I didn't see anything that was rated R. So,
It's okay. Because it was about the kids. So it was their Christmas break. They did some things what they wanted to do. They didn't do that much. They wanted to play with their game. And they don't like cold weather. So pretty much it was relaxing though. It was good.
I know a couple things that we laughed about and talked about too. that I know one of the small things that I learned, it might be a big thing, but it's a small thing, that I know from now on that you don't have to announce your exit. You don't have to announce your closure. That's not necessary anymore.
Just leave.
Just leave.
Say less.
And because some people they play that card so soon, you don't have to. You don't owe anybody any explanation about your departure.
See, that's the problem. It's a lot of departures lately. It is. It's a lot of departures lately.
What you mean, like good departures
It's gonna
or
be
bad?
both. It's just like majority. You say just walk away. Yes, but we have to start by communication because it's still it's a problem there.
Mhm.
It's still it's a problem. So when you guys do see each other, whoever it is, it's gonna be tension. So why not just you don't have to kick the bubbles or hang out. Just communicate. We need to start communicating and see what's the problem is because it might even don't even be no problem. We just let it go because it's us. It could be us just let it go, people.
You just triggered me. You just triggered me, so that what you just said, you triggered me because just by you saying what you said about tension and stress and being in the same environment because one day that would happen. And I just have to use my own real life scenario. I asked everybody to listen to me tonight that I didn't want to talk about nobody else's craziness but my own. This is real Miss Kim on Crazy Conversations. This is exactly what I needed from everybody was to listen to me. And when you just said same environment, tension, stressful atmosphere, it triggered me because I just experienced that. I just experienced that at the age of 50 a week ago, a week or so ago. I was in the same room with my siblings. My mother had all three of her biological children in the same room, and that has not happened in almost 5 years. So, the last thing you want to think about when you in those type of situations is segregation or separation. I just thank God that he gave me the opportunity to hug my brothers and to hug my mother because, again, the situation that we had to see each other in was not a happy situation due to the fact of the loss that we all had. So, segregation and separation in families, in relationships is so real. It's so real. And I had to be in that type of situation. I would have thought, I would have thought that togetherness would be the key. And as a parent, I want to be responsible for keeping my children in a good place. As a parent, those are just some of the things that I ask right now of our children to keep that togetherness no matter what. Let your children know that sibling rivalry and sibling issues will occur, but we come back to the round table. We don't separate. We don't separate. And if I don't have this conversation with my children every day, you already know that's my biggest fear. So at this point, I don't mind being that sacrificial lamb. I don't mind being the generational trauma breaker because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm breaking that generation, that generational curse. I want to be the person that breaks that. And the only way that I can do that is to show the next generation the way by me doing something better and different. But again, with all that being said, it was so good to just be able to hug my brother. That was the biggest thing. So that was one of the things that was a highlight, and you triggered me. So again,
I,
what you
we
think?
still try to see how did I trigger you. You said you triggered you because I was saying like
Segregation and
yes, and you
separation
have to communicate
and
and
communication, right? It's like I
and
don't.
so that's what I'm saying. We all human beings have to stop using excuses. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And all have to stop blaming our parents for what's going on with grown siblings. So I'm gonna say we have to stop blaming and take accountability or just let it be. Pray about it. Like I said, pray about it. This life, this is a whole new world out here. Everybody as you go read the same, anybody go think the same. People mad just going different ways. And that's okay. They go in different directions. But you don't have to go to different directions by closure. You could go different direction by on a positive level. It don't always have to be closure. It's just that we just don't stick right now. That's okay. It's not no bad thing. People grow old different ways.
I totally understand. But you never did tell me if you had a resolution for 2025.
You know what? I don't make those. I definitely didn't make of all the years. I have not made one this year. I was just going with the flow. Majority like through God, just take the day by day. I don't have no resolution. I'm just go be Sumner Omen with the help of God. That's all I want. I want to be me. That's my resolution. Ain't no. I want to get this, get that workout plan, get credit. No, none of that.
Why you have to throw the workout plan
I'm
there?
just
Because
saying
you
because
know
that's
I didn't
no,
work
that's what
out.
that's every year people does. Every year. No. Every year that they fail 2 weeks later. So why make resolution?
So why
No,
you saying that? Cause my Christmas clothes on the bike.
no, I'm just saying, period. Like we just have to be us. My resolution was just to be me. Self-love, just self-care, just to be Sumner. And just live. That's none.
Well, we halfway through the first month. Did you stay focused on all those things
Exactly.
you did?
Exactly. That's exactly. I'm doing what best for me. I'm not living for no one else. I'm not thinking about no one else feelings like that. Not in a negative way. Let me get that out there. I'm not focused on what somebody feeling and how they doing it. It's over for that type of genre. It's a whole new life right here. We have to know how to live and live for us.
So those are the things that you're gonna commit to.
Yes.
Right. And I see that it was a lot of new businesses that opened up coming into the new year. That was exciting. We saw a few things that started
What you
this
say?
year. We got a chance to do some of the pop-up, the pop-up places that
Yes.
we
In
went
Wrigleyville,
to.
yes.
Yeah, out in Wrigleyville. I love those kind of businesses. They're new to Chicago, and they have just branched out so everybody does a pop-up. Cause remember, I thought the pop-ups only came at Christmas time.
No, what was your resolution for 2025? I didn't ask you. Did you set any goals, set any resolution for 2025 for Kimberly?
I I really didn't. I because I want to do um things as close as I feel God would approve. So I want God to lead. my right this year, I want God to take the wheel for real. So my thing was to just establish that kind of relationship that I need. And I have experienced the last 30 days of a lot of grief. We have experienced a lot of loss, and I realize as I try harder and harder to um, to connect with God, I'm realizing I can't do it without Him because what we've been through, you got to love on God to be able to get through. And I realized that. So that might be the biggest thing that, and probably the only thing that I would work really, really hard at staying committed to along with you. That's it. So I pray that you keep me as I am because you already know I ain't worked out. I ain't gonna talk about I had an ice cream cone every day while I was off. Didn't I? I sure did. And it was good. But I did want to talk about and have a conversation that about why I didn't get my dog. I, you I wanted my dog.
I don't know anything about a dog.
Oh, son. Now
I,
you're not why I
I
didn't
don't
get
know
the
anything.
dog?
I don't know anything about a dog.
Okay, well, okay, let's talk about the
No dog.
okay, no dog. Um,
I want to get back on your caller, the one with the he don't have no voice. What did he say to you? You got off the subject real fast
oh,
when he
come on.
said no voice.
That's what I was going back to.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's you. I want to know what was your so called. What was your reference on it?
Because when men say they leave because they don't can't say anything, you know, how much do they try to say? And how consistent do they say anything? Or do they just explode all at once because you had a buildup of things to say? Because some black men and men do drop most of that load on the woman in the home.
I don't think they get listened to enough. They don't get hurt. I think we as women get hurt more than anything because we like to express how we feel, and I think sometimes they be treated unfair.
I
Cause
love it.
I have a lot of like my brothers and my guy friends. We always have like talks,
Mhm.
and I heard the subject 1,000 times, so I was trying to ignore it. Try to ignore it.
I love ear hustling when you talking to your male friends because it get me on point of what how they be feeling about women. And sometimes that's the only way that I have probably ever heard the positive about women. And then you hear your little things that bug them and that they don't like. It'd be good to hear that because that works in our relationships. But um I needed to find out about why did we keep having a conversation over the break about you keep saying that I was scared to turn over, that
You,
I was fighting God to turn over.
it seemed like you stuck. You don't want to move forward. To me, I don't know about no one else, but to me personally, I feel as though. So that's why it's like you be having your days to have your moments. Cause I realized, I think if you just give God all, give God all you, I promise you, once again, I ain't no psychic and I ain't none of that. I ain't no doctor, none of that. I'm just a human being and who's your wife. And I study and I pray. I'm always praying with you, always praying over you. So it's like I feel as though me as your wife saying this and I can say this. you don't want to turn over. And I asked you why you scared to turn over. Why you want to just be stuck back there? Because once you stuck back there, you're not gonna see what's in front of you and you're gonna lose it.
So what you saying? I was stuck at 49.
No, you stuck, period. You stuck back there. I need you to get past 49. You're 50. I need you to get out the 40 and the 30 and the 20 era. You're 50. So I feel as though once you turn over, I seriously pray that it's like you will feel better.
So you
Kim.
pretty much telling me to get my shit together. I'm sorry, Earl. I'm so sorry. The people need to be more descriptive at home so we don't have to go live.
No,
Now,
I be descriptive. That's the
so I
problem.
need to get myself together.
Yes, because that's what we work though. We have to be more vocal with each other, more communicated with each other, more honest. Because who else gonna do it?
You ain't took this to a whole nother level.
Well, I'm just saying who else gonna do it. So I feel as though I think it's time for you to turn over, Kim. It's time. If I promise you, it's time. Just flow.
So you saying I'm not grown?
It don't have nothing to do with grown. It has something to do with you.
No, I'm saying
Grown
that
and young.
I'm
Oh,
still
you still stuck in
I'm
the back.
stuck.
You still backwards.
So I got the
With what you yes, you have to turn
okay, that
over to
might
your
be
new lease.
okay, but you need to get me checked. That could be a whole disability. And now you making me feel some kind of way.
No, it's not.
How can you do that to me?
No, seriously though. We talked about this, and I just always have random conversations with you. I just burst out
Right.
things.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Because for
trying
real,
to
though, like seriously, when you get taught, when you just be praying, and things just come to my mind. I just like she. It was last night actually, and I was just like something about you, what you did. I'm like, she is scared to get turned over. Why, God? Why she scared to move on? Why she still stuck backwards? And you was like, huh? What did you mean? It's like you still stuck backwards.
and I yeah, because I felt like, okay, now she ain't said this about 10 times now. Now it 10 times.
I did.
10
I
times.
did.
So I'm like, okay. So we gonna have to have a conversation about it because
Let's live.
again,
Let's live. Let everything just go and flow and move forward. I promise you, just because once you move forward, I'm not gonna say everything just gonna be forgotten, because it's not.
that was the extension to the
It's just
conversation.
for the
But yeah.
forgot, so everything's not gonna be forgotten, but it's okay to move forward, to turn over a new lease. It's okay just to be free of everything. But it's like you still want to be
Be
stuck
free.
back. And I wonder like why you want to be stuck back there. Why you not trying to move forward.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I promise you. I get it. I am not mad at you. But the next thing too
Come on.
that we
No, so because we teaching couples.
I need a ride home.
We
So, I
no, because we teaching everyone who listen to, it's okay to communicate. It's not about what you say, it's all about how you say it. So when I brought it to you last night, it wasn't like you whatever. I brought it to you like I know what it is. When you know what it is, and when you get the aha moment, I'm like, yeah, my wife, like, she don't want to turn over. And why not? Because once you turn over, you never know what's over there. You know what the grass is greener?
right.
Yeah, so you don't know if the grass is greener because you're still stuck in the brown area. So you have to leave that brown area to see what that green grass is about. And it's gonna be okay to try.
So when you said that don't overplay your part this year, treat people how
So
they treat you.
according, yes. You have to treat people not like how they treat you, but you just have to treat yourself. You have to tell people how to treat you.
Show them.
Yeah, you have to. And so, like I said, you have to like give people, yeah, what they giving you back of that. Give them they taste of their medicine, but not you could do it in a positive way. Everything always don't have to be negative. You know me, I go opposite of everyone. That's what me you always fuss about. I always go opposite. When people going left, I'm not going left.
So go ahead. You let the lady know that it's two cases under the cart when we rolling out the store. You takes the 2 cases back in and pay for them. So go on somewhere. We going to the next one because you takes the pot back in and pay for it. So that's okay. We not rolling with each other. Because you takes the pot back in. Um, we also had a lot of exciting things that we got to do over the break. We had some amazing Christmas events that we attended to, and New Year's was just kind of laid back. But the highlight of our time off the winter break was us working on the relaunching of I'm Sick of You Productions. And with that, the website is under construction. But again, we will have a entire new uh a entire new everything of I'm Sick of You apparel. We will be doing all public and private events. This design will no longer be available, but this is the original I'm Sick of You. And again, we are coming back with 10 new designs and 20 new colors. So again, we got a chance to work on what I like, and Miss Kim loves to create crazy conversation shirts. I do that with it helps with my anxiety. I used to just sit down and write down stuff all the time. And I would always say, I'm gonna put it on a shirt. I'm gonna put it on a shirt. And one particular situation with Andrea that made me come up with I'm Sick of You in the first place. So again, I hope you all tune in to some of our new and up and coming segments on Crazy Conversation. We got some good ones. We freestyling today because I ain't combed my hair and because I have had a rough week and it has not it's Tuesday and my week just like what? Monday was like what? And today was like what? Tuesday for some reason Tuesdays is my craziest day. And I saw you uh wrote the same thing to me. Don't let your Tuesday get crazy. I don't know how. I don't know how to keep my Tuesday from being
That's
crazy.
that turnover.
See? Why? Why do I trigger you? Why do I trigger you? So again, we said that we were gonna talk a little bit more about the conversation that played such a crazy role in our household over the break with everybody being off work at home. I'm trying to figure out, and I keep bringing up the same question to you. At what age does sibling rivalry stop? Why? Why? Why are they doing this to me? I just don't understand. They too much. This Titan and Andrea. It's not even Tata and T. They fight every day. And he's like, what? What am I do? What am I gonna do?
It happens. They siblings. They supposed to. It wouldn't be no other way to me. I think it's life. It been going on for centuries. Siblings do this though. They stuck with each other for life. So siblings, they have their moments, they have their ways, and I just let them be.
You sure do. And you
I
let
do.
all of that be going on in your atmosphere. and you can just continue to do whatever it is you're doing.
Exactly.
And I got to jump in because
I'm not.
they cutting up.
And I'm not jumping in.
And he thinks that Andrea wants to be the baby. And she's 25 and she's mad at him because she's not the baby. And when I looked at him when he said it, he said, "I'll just go to her about it myself." So I'm thinking in my head, okay, this is about to be the first time that she hit her brother because soon as he say that, it's going up. So um he came back with his question answered. And that's it. And
That's tighter.
that's the one thing that we didn't have to worry about. But again, I have to say that being that person that want them generational curses broke, that is not for the weak. That is not for the weak.
What, break a generational curse?
Yes.
Mm. You said it's not for the weak.
That's not for the weak. That's not for the weak. That's not for the weak, I promise you. And I had to learn that the hard way. I mean, come on. It is
So do you think it did it get better or is it still going on?
I think that it has gotten it has gotten worse. No matter what, you have to come together for a wedding, a funeral, a baby shower, whatever those celebratory moments that you all may have to link up as a family, which will have several sets of generations there. So look at all those generations that's watching. You got the ones that's over us. You got the ones under us. You got the generation we created. So it's a lot.
So
It's a lot.
see, that's why I think we should start with our generation. And like I said, there's nobody perfect. Me with generation curse, I don't know. That's another thing. I just let it go out the window because when you have your own family, you can start from there. You can't stop a generation curse from everyone household. Sometimes you have to start with your family.
But I watched that all my life. A family can be in the room and not be speaking to each
S-
other. And that means parents in there not talking to kids, grandparents not talking to aunties, sisters, blah, blah, blah. Nobody is exempt from the BS. But again, I have had to watch that. I refuse to be in a atmosphere with what God assisted me in creating
That's it.
and not embrace that
That's it.
and not embrace that and not embrace that. But again, I'm different because I'm different because I'm trying to be different. I'm working towards being different.
On you or just period or everything.
The entire package
Okay.
different. The entire package different. And I don't want it to be looked at as a resolution or any of those things. I don't want you to be like, look, today you said such and
That's
such. No,
yes.
I want to be held accountable. Absolutely. I want to be held accountable for all of my bull. But I definitely like the way we have thus far started the new year. We have been trying to do things a lot different
Yes,
in the home,
of course.
and that matters.
Completely.
Structure,
Structure. And two structured parents
yes.
always have to support each other no matter what you're going through, no matter how you feel about each other. We have to structure our household with our kids and be on the same level. We have to be in the same mind space when it comes down to kids, period. Real talk. We have to be stop joking around, stop whatever. We can have our besties, we can have this and that. But like we said, with structure, it's not hard to do. I promise you it's not hard. Only thing kids just want to know is how you feel about them.
That make me real mad sometimes and I probably get in trouble. I don't know what Mr. Earl gonna say to me when I say this, but I don't know why you didn't tell me that I was that bad. I had a lot of things that needed to be addressed.
It's okay. And we addressing them now. And we just go work on them. That's the part of the turnover. And it's okay that it's good that you recognize it and you accepting it and you listening because a lot of people don't listen. It go out, go in, come right out. You know what I'm saying? So that's good that you listen because I'm going to say it. And like I said, I don't say it harsh. I know how to say things. I know how to talk and I know how to communicate. I will never bash or degrade or make someone feel better about their situation, what they're going through. I might be passive. It might be hard, but it's passive. You might be thinking, gee, whatever. No, it's passive what I said because I mean it because I love you. I'm not saying anything to hurt you. I'm not saying anything to downgrade you or to grade you. I'm saying this just because I care about you and I love you and I know things could change. You just gotta have faith in other people, let them know.
Well, I didn't take offense to any of the things that you brought up or we had to have conversations with or we attempted to have conversation about. Because I know when you bring up stuff and you bring it up like that, I know that it is serious, it's urgent, it's a priority, and let's start let's start working on it immediately. So if you bring it up, then it's urgent. Let's start getting it together. So no offense taken. Um, I didn't get upset about any of those things that we had to talk about, even some of the rough stuff, and even throughout the very, very rough stuff that we did have to have conversations about. I'm glad that as one we navigated through because we had to have some conversations that could have made me sleep in the basement. So I, and I really I know we about to get off, but I I got to spend at least a couple seconds talking about the thing that shook shook our house. And I'm gonna just say shook our house. When we talked about we can't go around people because we can't forget, but we forgave them. That you know what that did to me, right?
When I say you forgave them, but you still forget and you have to remember they still don't they still you forgave them, but you're not gonna forget. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people have to really think about that. And it's different depending on the scenario of the situation.
And I felt like it was a a little bit of wedge with us because I said I rather for you to forget it and not forgive me. And I know it probably don't sound right. But that's what I'm saying. I would rather for you to forget it.
They forgive you. Did you forgive them? So what about if it's your scenario? You want someone to forgive you or forget
Because
it?
people will just say that they,
Forgive, and they
yes,
don't just to get out to pass it,
yes,
but they don't forget. But
yes,
forget is dangerous than forgiving
yeah.
to me. But like I said, so
That's why
you,
I didn't like the way you answered it. That's why I said it shook the house because I think after that, I think after that, I moved out the middle. I moved over about a little bit because
see,
I'm
it
like,
depends on the scenario. If you sit up there and curse and did all this to somebody, they gonna forgive you, but they not gonna forget, and they 9 to 10, they not gonna mess with you. You like, well, why they not mess with me? They forgave me. They forgave me. They forgave you, but they did forget certain things. You can forgive someone and just move on. Like I said, it depends on the scenario. You can forgive, but you're not gonna forget. And sometimes when they do forgive you, because they forgive you or forgave you, they don't have to be bothered.
I just know I feel like if it's a forget, then they
Don't
not
worry
gonna
about
bring
that.
it back up. So you'll never have to revisit it if they forget it. That's
That's part of the forgive. When you forgive, you don't supposed to bring it back up. When you
okay.
forgive someone, to me, everybody got their own part of the definition of it.
Right. Okay. We're gonna look into that a little bit more. But we gotta look into it a little bit more. We're gonna have to do some separate research.
See,
Cause
you ain't gonna listen.
I am gonna listen. I did not like the way you answered
See, I
that.
did my
That was
research. See,
hard.
that's the
That was
problem.
harsh.
I study everything I come to you about
The
with my
forget
conversation.
part.
I study it and I
Yeah,
read about it. Yeah,
that part was
the
harsh.
forgive or the
The
forget.
forget, I mean, both together, put it all together just was harsh. But I get it. And
Work
that
on it.
made me
Study
have
it.
to study. Thank you. When I hear something, if I don't know, I'm going to say I don't know, but I want to be educated about it. Educate me.
Of course.
I am never too old to learn. Again, thank you all so much for listening to our crazy conversations with Miss Kim on IntellectualRadio.com. We are so happy to be back. And remember, we will be here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, again on the station that feeds your brain, IntellectualRadio.com. Good night, friends. Seems impossible to reach, hopelessly bound. So you call me.